Osamo. I am a Nigerian, but a proudly African woman. And there's something I believe in Africa. I believe that the women in Africa, they are strong, strong-willed, but just that most of us, a large proportion of African women, have not deemed it fit to take the opportunity to say, yes, we can do what the men think we cannot do. So it's an opportunity to let you know that this event is about African women, and it is a summit for us to be together. And this year's event, which is holding here in Kigali, Rwanda, promises to be a good one, an opportunity to meet with different African women, share experiences, especially your political career, as well as other entrepreneurial endeavor in life. So this 2022, the dream should be moving forward for the African woman, the average African woman. We have a host of women who have made it so well in their various endeavors. And today, you will hear some of them speak with us and tell us, give us their experiences, and also share the other side of life and educate all of us. You can be a strong African businesswoman. You can be independent. You can be a strong African politician. You can stand in the midst of the men and say, though I respect you as a man, but my position as a woman, as a support, cannot be comprehended. So I say, let us just quickly give ourselves a round of applause and welcome everybody to this program. Thank you very much. The annual summit brings together a thriving community of women in politics, wives of presidents in Africa, visionaries and global experts. So if you take a look at people around you, the women you see sitting beside you is a very important dignitary in their country, in their state, in their community. And today you'll be seeing a lot of them give you what they want. So once again, welcome to the program. Welcome to African Women Summit 2022. You can log on to hashtag AWS 2022. You'll get all this in there. Log on to hashtag AWS 2022. That's the hashtag for us to. Yes, at this moment, we'll just keep moving on because we need to take our time and also watch our time too. Now, let's quickly bring to the stage a man who thought it wise that the women in Africa are becoming too idle. And he has said the best thing to do for them is to tell them to come out. Don't be caged in your kitchen. The kitchen is not the only place for African women. If your fingers can make delicacy, very wonderful one, why can't you make delicacy for your nation, for that small community where you're coming from? So this time, let's welcome the founder of COWAP, and he is Belema Meshack-Hart. He will be opening this program today. Thank you very much. Let's put our hands together for one man that believes in the strength of a woman, one man that said a woman can do it, so don't stay in your corner. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Good morning, everybody. Thank you. First of all, I would like to appreciate the presence of Her Excellency, Dr. Mrs. Tuma Adama Gento Kamara. Please put your hands together for her, all the way from Sierra Leone. Her Excellency, Dr. Eunice Otom Samuel, the First Lady, Benue State, and the founder, Eunice Spring of Life Foundation. She will walk in anytime soon. I would also like to recognize specially Her Excellency, Hajia Dr. Aisha Bala Muhammad, the wife of the governor of Bauchi State, and the founder of Al Muhiba Foundation. They're actually mid-air. They should be landing by 2 p.m. And also, most especially, I would like to thank Her Excellency, Aisha Buhari, who will be represented here today by the Ambassador of Nigeria to Rwanda. Please a round of applause for Her Excellency, the wife of the Nigerian president. Also, all the speakers, thank you very much for coming. I may not be able to call each name, but I'm sure the MC has done justice by recognizing you. Most of you came from far and wide. Thank you. We do appreciate your presence. All right. So I'll be reading my speech, quite a lengthy one. Okay, and thank you, delegates. Please put your hands together for the delegates for coming. That was a relief. Thank you, delegates, for coming. We do appreciate. And it's been some months of serious hard work to get this together. And we pray that you get the best from this event. Nobody in the world is completely dependent on another person, but we are all interdependent. That's from Wangari Maathai. I am proud and delighted to be with so many inspiring women, including first ladies of various countries and states, political office holders, thought leaders, visionaries, and change makers from more than 20 African countries. Africa is a continent that is wonderfully endowed with potential, but it's unfortunate that despite our enormous potential, we are viewed as the most backward in terms of development. But some countries are changing that narrative right now. We may achieve little or nothing on our own, but when we unite together, we can accomplish more, which is why the Coalition of Women in Africa for Peace and Sustainable Development was formed. COWAP is a movement that started in 2018 with the agenda of bringing together African women of like minds in different sectors of the economy towards pushing for peace and development, ending poverty, girl-child education. As regards peace and development, we launched an annual summit where women from all over Africa come together to engage and discuss critical and pressing issues around our peace and development. The first edition of this summit was held in Nigeria on the 21st and the 22nd of April 2018, and I can see that some people that were in that first event are still here. Thank you. And we looked at that event, how innovative technology could be used to solve Africa's development challenges. The summit attracted special keynote speakers, such as Her Excellency Joyce Banda, the former president of Malawi, Her Excellency Joel Taylor, the current vice president of Liberia, and Professor Lumumba. It had in attendance 1,400 women and girls from across 18 African countries. In 2020, due to the COVID-19 lockdown, the summit couldn't hold. But in 2021, the second edition held in the beautiful city of Hilton, in the beautiful Dubai, at the Al Habtoor Hilton in Dubai from the 5th to 6th of August 2021. I can also see some people that were in Dubai that are also here with us. Please, a round of applause for them. This year, Kigali, Rwanda, the land of 1,000 hills, is playing host to the third edition of the African Women's Summit, with the team examining the critical role women play as agents of peace and sustainable development. We are delighted to be joined by over 50 global and experienced speakers across all sectors in Africa to share their wealth of experience and impact across keynote, workshops, masterclass, panel sessions, fireside chats, and shared experiences. Please, a round of applause for our speakers, please. Some are still on their way. They are still traveling and they will arrive later today. This year, we're excited to have the head of affirmative action of finance for women in Africa from the African Development Bank joining us at the summit, where she'll be sharing more about the funding opportunities for women in Africa. And this particularly interests me because Mariam Adeso is the manager of the Afawa Fund that is responsible for a $500 million grant every year for African women. She manages the fund at the African Development Bank. So she's joining us this evening, and her session will be tomorrow. That is one session I really look forward to, amongst other sessions. For the next 2 days, this event will provide a unique platform for you to access funding, for capacity building, for networking, and it will give you a platform to become an agent of peace and sustainable development and gain strategic knowledge about the team and other critical areas. I always like to say that the networking that happened in 2018 with people that attended the first event still holds sway till today. And one of the most important things you need to get from this event is that the opportunity to network and meet people. We have different class of people from across the continent here. So do yourself some good whenever there is any little break. Look at someone by your left and by your right and begin to talk to them, get to know them, and you never know where these relationships will build to. At the end of the summit, we will set up a technical working committee from made up of people from different African countries who will work together to see that all decisions, ideas, and initiatives better at this summit in Kigali will grow into reality. On Saturday, we are touring the Kigali Memorial, and that's because of our team, examining the critical role women play as agents of change and sustainable development. We want our participants to go through the tour at the memorial. Trust me, once you leave the tour, it's about an hour's tour, your mentality will change, and you will understand why we chose this theme. Also, we are working with the Rwanda Convention Bureau to see how we could also visit the National Assembly tomorrow. As we all know, Rwanda has, I think, the highest representation of women at the National Assembly, and we want to pay them. Please, a round of applause for them. So we're working seriously on how we could visit the National Assembly, just with a few people. So once we get that confirmation, we would make an announcement for those that want to go with us to the National Assembly tomorrow to be able to visit them and engage and know what did they do. We have a session on political participation, and who want to know what they did to ensure that such representation of over 65% women. And coming from a country where we just did, we just looked at our national laws, and all the 5 bills for women were rejected. Ijoma was quite angry at that, and I was on a show where we spoke about it. Then you now begin to wonder, how did the country ensure that over 65% of women are members of the National Assembly? Elected members, not appointed members. Please, once again, a round of applause for Rwanda. We would want to believe after our political session and we get back to Nigeria, especially with Her Excellency Dr. Eunice Otom being here, there's a revolution in Benue State, and we are studying the revolution tomorrow. I think as of today, we have 9 elected local government chairmen that are women. Please confirm for me. Never been done, but there is a strategy to that revolution, and it's a strategy we will be studying here tomorrow during her panel session. I strongly believe that women in Africa can change the status of their life. We want to see our continent change, and Africa can really change because we are blessed with so much. And if it's put to use, Africa can truly change. I sincerely believe that if you give women the responsibility, they are the best handlers, they are the best administrators, and they will take Africa to where we want Africa to be. And people have always asked me, Belema, I'm sure some people are even shocked that I'm the one here, because while engaging with them, they would have said, maybe this is a woman. So why are you doing what you're doing? I sincerely believe, it's a sincere belief that if given the opportunity, women will take Africa to our El Dorado. Once again, I will try to greet you in some languages. Please correct me if I'm wrong. Murukaza Neza. For those from Senegal, you say Merebe. Am I right? I hope so. From Kenya, for Zulu, you say Wamukelikeli. Wow. Where are my South Africans here? Am I right? I tried. I didn't try. Please come and help me. Come and greet us in your Zulu language. Sabona. All right. Sabona. Hausa, I think they say Baraka de Zua. Am I right? Baraka de Zua. Once again, I welcome all the prestigious women to the 3rd edition of the African Women Summit holding here in Kigali. Thank you very much. Please, can we give a round of applause to Her Excellency, Dr. Mrs. Eunice Otom Samuel, the wife of the governor or the first lady of Benue State in Nigeria. Please, a round of applause for her again. And she is the founder of the Unispring of Life Foundation and a recipient of our prestigious awards. Those awards, only 5 people receive them every year, and she's one of those recipients. Thank you very much. Welcome, and God bless you.
Thank you so much, ladies, and it's so wonderful. The program is organized and put together by a man, and we have so many ladies here. Can we put our hands together for Belema Hart? It's not easy. We are in Africa, the continent where men call the shots, and you see them say, no, a woman can't talk when I'm talking. The women should please sit down. Your place is in the kitchen. And one man is coming out to say, it is time to give women opportunity to tell the world, especially in Africa. We have to start in Africa. Can we just put our hands together for him again?